Apple reluctantly embraces SpaceX Starlink. Let's talk about it. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much once again joining me for tea time. Today we have a little bit of misty morning, and that is it. Clean. So good. I hope you're joining me with your cup of tea, maybe a cup of coffee, hanging out, talking tech, talking photo, talking video. Today is a technology day. We'll be talking about Apple and SpaceX Starlink and Apple embracing SpaceX reluctantly. They concede, basically. And I'm all there for it. I am sitting here with my popcorn, just enjoying it. So I'll give you my commentary after I go through a couple of articles that I was reading last night. I want to share them with you. I think it's interesting to see where SpaceX Starlink DTC or direct to cell coverage is going. And now it looks like Apple will be putting it directly into their iOS. So I want to go through this article, but before I do, I want to say that if you enjoy the content, throw it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not. If you are, I appreciate that. Share with your friends, family, colleagues. Share it with your community. Share the channel. Share the video. I would really appreciate that. And if you want to say thank you for all of my hard work, there's a little thank you button. Click on that. Give $1 or $2 if you like. If not, it's perfectly fine. Consider becoming a member of the channel. That would be even better. And if you haven't downloaded any of my ebooks, check them out. They're free just for you being here. Go to JCristina.com/books. Once again, JCristina.com/books. And when you're done watching this video, not yet, I'm going to put a link right here to about 415 Starlink specific videos I've put together just for you over the last 40 months. Helpful how-tos, tips, tricks, what to do, what not to do, what to buy, what not to buy. All of the things that you need to know if you are new to SpaceX Starlink or even old. A lot of great information. Once again, I'll put that link here. Don't click on it yet. Check that out when you're done watching this video. So let's jump right into this article. I'll give you my commentary, and then after, I want to hear from you, which is most important, down below. What do you think about all this? What do you think about Apple? What do you think about Elon Musk and Tim Cook and everything that's going on between them and DTC, or direct-to-cell service? Apple integrates SpaceX Starlink into the iPhone ecosystem. In an era where connectivity defines our interaction with the world, Apple has embarked on an ambitious journey beyond traditional boundaries. The company has not only partnered with GlobalStar, but has now brought SpaceX Starlink into the fold, marking a significant evolution in mobile communication. GlobalStar, the foundation. Apple's initial foray into satellite communication was through GlobalStar, which provides emergency SOS features via its medium Earth orbit or MEO satellites. Although pioneering, GlobalStar's service required users to manually point their devices skyward for a connection, often resulting in high latency due to the satellite's distance from Earth. That's what's so great about LEO. It is a lot closer than MEO or GEO, so you're going to get lower latency, faster speeds, basically better service. Starlink, the revolution. Enter Starlink with its constellation of low Earth orbit or LEO satellites, offering a stark contrast to GlobalStar's MEO approach. LEO satellites are much closer to Earth, providing lower latency and higher bandwidth. I think I just said that. Apple's integration of SpaceX Starlink into iOS 18.3 is a strategic move, enhancing its satellite communication capabilities. This allows users to connect seamlessly without the need of manual satellite hunting, providing direct-to-cell or DTC coverage in even the most remote locations. A new chapter in connectivity. This move isn't just about expanding options, it's about reshaping the landscape of connectivity. With Starlink, Apple bridges the gap between humanity and the vast expanse of space. Users can now enjoy services like text messaging and soon calling and even streaming from the most isolated corners of the world. Universal reach. The beauty of this partnership extends beyond Apple's ecosystem. Through collaboration with carriers like T-Mobile, its capability will soon be available to Android users as well. It isn't just about SpaceX Starlink innovation, it's about a universal uplift in connectivity standards, ensuring that the benefits of space technology are accessible to all. The cosmic connection. What this means for the average user is profound. Whether you're lost in the wilderness, sailing through uncharted waters, or simply in a dead zone, your phone becomes a lifeline to the world. The transition from GlobalStar's MEO to SpaceX's LEO network marks a leap towards a future where communication limits are dictated not by geography, but by the sky itself. Apple's concession to innovation. Apple had initially committed to GlobalStar for its satellite communication needs, but the superiority of SpaceX Starlink's LEO network was undeniable. Acknowledging this, Apple pragmatically set aside its initial exclusivity and partnered with SpaceX, recognizing that SpaceX Starlink's potential to dramatically enhance global connectivity even in the most remote locations. A pioneering punchline. In the end, Apple's partnership with SpaceX Starlink isn't just about enhancing a feature. It's a bold statement that in the vastness of space, we're just a signal away from each other. This isn't just a tech update, it's a new chapter in human connectivity written in the stars. I love this article. It's actually 2 or 3 we kind of put together. This is just good information. Can I just say, I love, extrude love that Tim Cook had to concede to Elon Musk. That he had to say, you know what, GlobalStar is all good and all, but in MEO, there's only so much that we can do with it. In LEO, low Earth orbit, DTC is just a game changer, and SpaceX Starlink has it in spades. So they had to concede. They had to sign up with SpaceX Starlink, like it or not. I, once again, love to see it. I told you guys, this 2025 is going to be an amazing year. I'm going to sit back with my popcorn and just watch what happens. And I'm going to tell you guys. And if you guys don't know what DTC service is, but some of you guys might not, DTC is basically direct to cell service, meaning that you can pick up an unmodified phone like this iPhone and connect with a satellite, just like if that satellite was a cell tower. Basically, SpaceX Starlink has converted their Starlink satellites, or some of them, into DTC service satellites. Basically, those, let's say, cell towers in space. Now, how they did that is they use E-Node Bs, basically they're modems in space, that creates that cell network. So it's really interesting because now we're getting our cell service, instead of from down the block a piece, maybe a mile or 2 or 3 away, from 540 kilometers in space. And a lot of people are like, well, how is it that my phone can communicate with a satellite at 550 kilometers, 530 kilometers, whatever? How is that even possible? Well, it is. It is extremely powerful, and our phones are also very powerful and sensitive. That's why when people keep it here all day, every day, they're nuking their head, all right? There is a lot that goes on, and there is a lot of RF, or radio frequency, that comes out of them and is received by them. So you need to be careful with it. But yes, I have tested this service during the hurricanes that went through. I'm in South Florida. During the hurricane, they turned on, when I say they, the FCC granted permission for SpaceX Starlink to turn on their DTC service in Florida and Georgia, North Carolina, so on and so forth. The reason being is people needed the service because there were cell towers that were knocked out. And during a live JC Live show that I did here, my wife was sitting next to me. I texted her with absolutely no service at all through a SpaceX Starlink satellite using DTC, and it worked. Now, I'm sitting in a studio with 8.5-inch poured concrete walls, so that means the service came in through the roof. Think about that, guys. You don't have to, like Apple's SOS service, go outside and you're doing this thing, trying to find service, a satellite somewhere. You literally could be inside, indoors, and still use it. That is unfriggin' believable. And that's why Apple had to concede and say, you know what? In iOS update 18.3, we're going to incorporate SpaceX Starlink. That's just the way it is. We cannot just solely use GlobalStar. We can't. All right. So Android has it already. Basically any unmodified phone, it doesn't matter. You don't need a special app. You don't need a special phone. You don't need to modify your phone. You will be able to use your Android or Apple phone to connect to satellites overhead. Elon Musk satellite, SpaceX Starlink. So this is really great stuff. Really great stuff. And once again, I am just so happy to be able to sit back, eat my popcorn, and watch Timmy over there have to concede to Elon. Just good. It's just good. I am an Apple fan, right? But not a fanboy. I was using Apples with Apple One as well as Apple II and Apple II Plus way back in the day when I used to code in assembly. So I do like Apple. There's an Apple behind me, but I don't like their practices, so to speak. I don't like their planned obsolescence, for example, where you have to continuously buy new hardware because they make the hardware that you have obsolete in a specific period of time. Not that it breaks, but they make it obsolete. I don't like that. I don't like their strategies, their tactics. I think some of it is a little bit nefarious, in my personal opinion. Anyways, what say you? Down below, let's have a conversation. What do you think about all this? Think it's cool? Do you not? What do you think, right? What do you think? More important than what I think. I'm just a talking head here. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, throw it a thumbs up. Don't forget to share and do all of those things. I would appreciate that. And finally, head over to my website, JCristina.com, where you can find all the photography tools I've invented for you and me over the many years, and my merch and my tees and my books and my shirts and all the rest of the stuff. Pick something up. Visit JCristina.com. Go into the shop. See if you like something. If you do, pick it up. Help support me and my family. Many blessings to you and your family. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay connected, and we'll see you in the next one. Love y'all.